Good morning and a very, very happy holiday to you. A very happy Independent Republic Day to you, each one of you. Welcome to the third week of our journey, day 15. Finally, we went to the third week. How wonderful. Good to see the committed souls here today. 44 of us, and congratulations. I think Alona and Saresh are talking on the phone. It seems in the morning. Husband and wife talking to each other. How was the birthday celebration of your daughter? I hope it was a good one. So, congratulations, happy 10th to your child, and I wish her the very, very best. What's happening with each one of us? Tell me what's up before we start the Big Stick programming. Is everyone on here? I think you've all been here. People who are missing out, I don't know. Yeah, just for you people to know, a couple of you called me that you want to introduce your relatives. So we've kind of missed the line, but until 31st, it's still on. So if somebody can catch up in the assignments 50% mark they've reached, only then we can add them into the registration link. If you see the link, names are not there. So we're updating the names, whoever is eligible. So please let them catch up, let them do it. Pratimaji, you were asking that, are you eligible? You've already registered. So you paid up and you registered. So wonderful. There was a confusion with a couple of them in the other groups. So it's very simple. It's all about commitment. It's more about commitment. It's less about the money. So thank you for being here. Without further ado, Ritesh sir, thank you for all the back-end work you've been doing. And I think you've gone crazy with so many emails and things, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's have the Pixel programming. Yes, we are the winners. Yes, wonderful. Left leg in the front, right leg in the back. Come on, Geetika, do it. Amazing, let's do it. More. Yes. Yes. Each one of us is a winner. Committed souls. Finally here in the morning. And yes, you told the first fact right that yes, when it tough times go, you're ready to commit. So thank you for your commitment. 51 of us here this morning. How wonderful. So, talking about the power facts, we decided that now we're on the chapter, there's no need for power facts. But yesterday was a brilliant day. I was on Facebook after a while and I saw Luke's video about the copper water. And I had a couple of more things too. Yes, Alona, you can read. And a couple of more things to add to your facts. So, firstly, Luke spoke very categorically that our water, copper water, should not be more than 500 ml in a day. Whether you have first thing in the morning, which is very good if you have it, otherwise throughout the day, but not more than 500 ml. He also spoke about the copper toxicity if it goes too much. He spoke about putting that much of water in your flask or your jug or your lota, whatever you want, just before sunset in the evening, and let the water sit and have it next day in the morning. We don't want too much of copper happening in the water in the thing, and it kills dangerous bacteria. So obviously it increases our immunity. So if people who are having too much of it, please get aware that it's only supposed to be 500 ml. And this I had mentioned before as well, that you're supposed to have vegetable and fruit and infused water throughout the day, and copper water in the morning. But people who are having it throughout the day, just watch. And also, one of you complained that you're having a headache, so that means that copper is not suiting you in the evening. Just have in the morning and reduce it probably to 1 glass and keep building up. 500 is at max, so please measure it and keep that in mind. Any other questions? Aquaguard water? Yeah, you are going to put Aquaguard water in. Absolutely. What should I tell whom? Sorry, Monish, I didn't read. Anchal is not able to join. Ritesh sir, has Anchal, is she registered? Can we just check? Thank you, Monish, for holding on to, our friends back there. Ritesh sir is proactively at it. Alifia isn't able to join. Ritesh sir, is she here finally? Passcode is not approved. Okay. Okay, so I think everyone's here. Ritesh sir, can you please check up on everyone if they're here or not while we take the session forward? Now,
Yes, ma'am, I'm continuously checking, ma'am.
Anchal. Okay, great. So Anchal is not here as yet. Alifia is here. Is it so? Alifia is also not here. To all of you who are here, thank you for being proactive. Thank you for checking your emails last night or this morning. It's important for us to be cooperating with the IT team as much as they cooperate with us. Last minute pressure is never built up if we are alert about our emails. So thank you for being there, doing that, and having been sure that you were all a part of the morning session well in time without missing even 5 minutes of it. So I'm missing Alifia, I'm missing Archel because they're the ones who registered. Ritesh sir is going to add them. Meanwhile, Ritesh sir, if it's possible for you, can we have the book? I know you're multitasking today. So yeah, I'm trying to ask Anchal as well. Ritesh sir, if possible, let's have the book while you will keep adding people. Anjuji is also not here. She's also trying to figure it out. But I can see Anju Sachdev. She's
Just
already
a second.
connected, she says, yes. So Anchal is also here. Great. So everyone's here. Ritesh, so let's keep peeping in the group once in a while and let's start the book. Okay. And I would like to talk to each and possible the whole day in the middle of affirmations that I had to visit doctors in 1 day. Wonderful. Yes, Amisha, you're absolutely right. Absolutely. We have copper aquaguard. Whole day we had water from that. Is it not okay? I have no idea about the copper aqua. I'm sure it has less copper. It doesn't have the full copper. No idea about that. Thank you that I was able to join effortlessly. Great, Ashima. It's also thanks to you. Of course, thanks to Sir, of course. My sister Pramila is not able to join. She's here, Pramila ji, very much here, Radhika ji. Radhika is not able to connect. Ruchita is not able to connect. Ritesh sir, please look at Ruchita. She's not able to connect. Is she here with us? So great. While the first day is on with having moved over, great. So now yeah, Alona Shah, can you please raise your hand? Ritesh sir can put you on unmute. Good morning, one to one Sangha. Thank you, Sapna, for the morning wish. Great. So, Alona, are you here with us on Unmute? Today, we will talk about the importance of eating the right food and what does Luke advise us. It's going to be just one reading of this, and then we'll move on. So every day we'll be reading something until we come. Yes, Alona is already a co-host. Alona, you can start from this 17th page, eating the right food. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prachi ma'am. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes, it's a
Ma'am,
little like, yeah, we can hear you.
yeah. Eating the right food. One sec, ma'am.
Sure, take your time.
We need to eat more, not less. But it has to be right kind of food, in balance and just enough to suit our body. Ma'am, actually the chats are popping up and I'm not able to read.
Okay, so until they settle down, should I read for you? When they stop reading, you can take over. Is that okay?
It's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
Your cells are looking out for the nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. They need all the time to carry out hundreds of chemicals, biological, and physiological functions in the body, even if there is a minor deficiency. Your cells will scream out for them. Cravings, in most cases, are nothing but cells screaming out for what they need, which we mistake for hunger and unfortunately end up eating more of the wrong stuff.
So next time we feel we're hungry, at least have a sip or two of water. Let it sit with you for 5, 7 minutes and see, are you still craving for something? By and large, your mind is acting up, your cells are just wanting to hydrate themselves up, and we can confuse them for hunger. So, people who are on a mission of losing weight, at least let's try to become aware of our body's language and it talks to us. Let's take it further.
Restrictive diets deprive the body of key nutrients. That's why your hair, the luster of your skin, your energy, and immunity also tend to get affected. The moment you return to normal diet, you put that weight back on. You will lose weight when you consume fewer calories, but that's a quick fix, and the side effect is worse health. We need to eat more of the right food the right way. What is required to burn fat is energy, which comes from good quality food. Processed and junk food gives you quick and poor quality energy, not the kind that is required to burn fat and stoke metabolism. To lose weight, you eat more nutrient dense foods and ensure your cells are getting everything they need to keep your hormones in balance and functioning at the optimum level.
So, for those who are looking to lose weight, this last line is very, very important. To lose weight, you eat more nutrient dense foods and ensure that your cells are getting everything they need to keep your hormones in balance and functioning at the optimum level. So, if we are giving it calorie dense food, lethargy is bound to sink in. You're bound to feel a little tired, fatigued, and if sugar rush will be there, so you'll have something sugary, you'll want to have more sugary, more sugary. It's like a chain reaction happening in the body. So you don't want to put on that weight again, right? After you've lost it naturally. So now with this entire learning of these 62 lifestyle changes, I can guarantee you that all of you would have had a lifestyle change. Little by little, day by day, you'll be moving progressively forward and you will be aware about what's happening in your body. And that's when you will be eating more of what's required and not more of what your heart or your brain wants. That's when you'll come in. And I'm again repeating, if you wish to have something which is made in the house, which is great, please have it, but in very small moderation if it's very high on calories. This way you will be checking. And even if you want to have a lot, feel happy, feel grateful for the meal that's going on your body. Most important is how are you feeling? Your feelings are the most important. If you're feeling very happy having that meal, it's not going to do any harm to you. So let's read further.
So, what should you eat? A balanced diet consists of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, lentils, legumes, and dairy, meat, fish, and eggs for people who choose to be non vegan. Ideally, half the food you consume in a day should be cooked and the other half should be raw. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and sprouts all count as raw food. An increasing
So
number of
now, one second, Aruna. So now, have you tried to see your diet in these 2 weeks we've been talking about it? Have you tried to replace your food with a little raw food? Have you added a little raw food? Are your smaller meals raw? The smaller meals means probably the breakfast and probably the evening meal. So at least we can have those as raw meals, have more of uncooked food because your body needs that very, very much. So thank you everyone for adding that value to your bodies. Thank you so much. Very nice. Great, great, great. Breakfast is raw. Everyone's writing nice, and I'm very happy to hear that we all on a lifestyle change. Wonderful. Let's go further.
uh, um, ideally the half food you consume in a day sh- should be cooked and other half should be raw. Fruits,
Vegetables.
vegetables, nuts, seeds, and sprouts all count as raw food. An increasing number of people are facing digestive disorders today. Most often, they take antacids and other allopathic medicines for quick relief, but never get to the root cause and lifestyle habit that's causing it in the first place. Overuse of antacids cause constipation, diarrhea, muscle weakness, twitching, dependency, infections, slow breathing, lowered immunity and imbalance, and depletion of certain digestive enzymes. Antacids alter the pH levels in the stomach, providing relief, but also impacts digestion. Food needs stomach acids to be digested, but an alkaline shift changes this balance.
So all of us have acid in our body. It's naturally there. It's important for digestion, right? But when we abuse our body by too much of food, you find some acid in here. There's an acid reflux. Some people want to throw away food. Some people are having flatulence. There's a lot of gastric stuff happening. That's happening because we have abused our body. But that's also happening because we're repeatedly using antacids. I was a victim of this very, very strongly. And the more antacids I popped, the more my body became used to these antacids. And then it became a lifestyle habit. It was very tough to shake it off, but I could shake it off. So it's not that it's impossible. So if you have become accustomed to having this once in a while, just get off this cycle. Get off this. Start having natural stuff. Your body will automatically start working on losing the acid in the right way processing, because right now you have gotten to in the habit of this. So if you have constipation, you're having laxatives. If you have acidity, you're having these antacids. So just get off this, become more organic. Let your body have its own course. Let your bowels move on their own. So for the constipation, I said you can have isabgol, a bhusi in milk or water. You can also have trifla. And for acidity, I said reduce you see your timing of your food. Yes, you're taking for headache. So just get off these medicines because very often you will lose the muscle power, the cells will lose their memory, and they will not be able to work into the optimum level because they're used to artificial inducers. Let's take it further.
More important is the impact on digestive enzymes. Enzymes are required to digest and assimilate food, and today so many of us have depleted enzymes with our choice of food and lifestyle. This way to replenish them is by eating raw food. Every time you eat a fruit, soaked nut and seeds, sprouts, or raw vegetables, you provide your body with these much needed enzymes. The very fact that a person needs a constant intake of antacids is biofeedback from the body that he or she is facing chronic acidity, which does not allow weight loss. Cells have to have the right pH and alkaline ratio for this to happen. Even oxygen cannot reach acidic cells or mediums efficiently, which then causes imbalance.
So let's understand if our body is shouting out with a constipation, if our body is shouting out with acidity, which means we are not in a state of losing weight. because oxygen supply in our body is not distributed well. And that's when you will say, oh, I'm not eating so much, but I'm not losing weight. You can't lose my weight, my dear, because your body is full of the wrong stuff. So for this, what happens is you need minimum a week to have clean eating for body to come in order. Then you start doing deep breathing, and then you regulate your body. Very soon, the cells will start working back again. Dizzy, read.
When you add raw food to your daily diet, you not only provide the body with enzymes, but, but also help it to detoxify naturally. As the enzymes help the proper breakdown and assimilation of food with the least waste and acids. So important are these enzymes that certain cancers, such as pancreatic and stomach cancers, and even some colon cancers, tend to get better when enzymes are enhanced and present in larger quantities in the patient's body. Because without them, nutrients cannot be processed, assimilated, and absorbed into cells. And that impacts immunity, the only factor that can prevent and heal.
So we all knew that we need to have immunity in the body, right, to fight any diseases. Immunity is also very important to lose weight. And what happens? How do you get it to work very beautifully? By simply adding good breathing, by adding good raw food to your diet, by producing the right enzymes, and they detox us naturally, effortlessly. The only effort you are doing is breathing right, moving a bit more, adding the right salt, and being aware that I am on the right path. Have affirmations that yes, my body is healing. It's very, very important for us to balance our diet. Very important. If you're having a chapati, so the formula is 1:2. If you're having one chapati, you're supposed to have two katori of vegetables. So you have to add more roughage. But again, those vegetables don't have to be overcooked. They have to be slightly cooked, not overcooked. And as far as raw as possible. So if you can add some salad, great. Otherwise, make it a separate meal. Also, what is a good habit is which Luke also says, which I've been doing and it's helping me a lot. I sprout some sprouts once in every 4 days, so they are fresh, and just add them into your katawa salad, like cucumbers and tomatoes, and just add some, nimbu and dhania patti and chaat masala. It's tasty to eat. It's wholesome. It adds enough enzymes to your body, and it's very good for your longevity. Let's flip the page. Chewing is very, very important. Let's read about it.
Chewing, indigestion, flatulence, acidity, and bloating are all biofeedback from your body that there is an imbalance caused by the wrong food or lifestyle. In fact, most cases of the above are easy to fix when we understand how it works and why it happens. In our gut, we have good, arid, bad, acid, uh,
Nee,
good,
no, we
arid,
have good
bad
in
bacteria.
yes.
If the proportion is wrong, we cannot assimilate food the right way, which leads to bloating.
So in our gut, we have good and bad bacteria, both good and bad, all right? And if we are not balancing it, then we're not able to take the food very well. When we're not able to take the food very well, whatever is additional, it's going to lead us into bloating. Have you seen stomachs bloating up? People saying that in the evening stomachs are bloating up, like unconditionally, you are uncomfortable, they're stretching, stretching, stretching. So it's only happening because of our lifestyle or because of the wrong food intake. So see what's suiting you, see your body, talk to your body, have a confident conversation, and just see what's going wrong where. So, what is reacting with you? Once you start analyzing, journal it, and we'll take the journey forward. Let's read further.
Would you believe me if I said you could enjoy a bit of dessert and it would not impact your weight? If I told you that snacking on a cookie once in a while would not impact your weight goals? If I told you that you could eat rice, roti, bread at lunch and dinner, it would not impact your weight or health. It's true. It all depends on how you chew your food.
So, the crux of the matter is chew, chew, chew. So, if you have a fulka paratha or rice in your mouth, don't gulp it down. What happens? We chew three, four, 5 times and then we gulp it down. Today, get alert about how you're chewing because the food has to digest Digestion first begins here. The more you digest, the more you chew here, the lesser work your intestines have to do. Your healing power is also the digestion power. So if you're not chewing well, the same healing power is working on your body and digesting. Just take it easy. Give your body a little easy thing by chewing your food. Please take it further.
Our stomach produces sufficient acid to melt down a razor blade. Such is the power of our digestive system. So, an ice cream, chocolate bar, or cookie does not cause too much trouble if eaten in moderation. The human body is made to digest the hardest of foods, able to break down everything from red meat to cellulose in vegetables, which is extremely difficult to break down. This is one reason why vegetarians suffer far from flatulence than non vegetarians and that desert. The, sec-
Please read further. Yeah.
the secret lies in chewing. It starts the process of digesting carbohydrates and fat in the mouth. As the food is broken down into smaller, pre digested particles, it travels down your esophagus into the stomach more easily. If we skip the process of chewing, it can give rise to issues like acidity, bloating, bleaching, and flatulence, and compromised digestion. Saliva mixes with the small bits of our teeth, tear the food into, further softening them. The more you chew, the more saliva gets produced, which contains enzymes that break down fats and carbs.
So next time when you know that you're on a mission of weight loss, please remember when you chew, your saliva is extremely important. The more you chew, the more saliva comes. The more saliva comes, the more enzymes are there in the body. The more enzymes are there in the body, the more fats and carbs they're burning. So it's not just about chewing, which is good for your digestion. It's good for your less work intestines. It's got multiple, reliefs. And as Adniji says, 32 times is what they say. But if you actually see, if you chew very, 16, 17 times is max that you can go on. And not, no, very few people can sustain that. Because for that, you have to have a meal in isolation. Every bite should be something that you're concentrating on. It's very, very important. So when my brother had bariatric surgery, he had to chew 32 times. The doctor had told him very categorically that chew, chew, chew. So if he had to even have one falca at my house, he would come for a meal. He'd say, Didi, I take half an hour. Because that's the kind of time you take to eat. So imagine what they're doing despite going through artificial surgery. This is what they're doing to your body. They're telling you to chew. So why not normal people? Why do we have to become extremists and losing weight? Why can't we start the right way? Why can't today be the day, the first day where we really chew and we understand the concept behind food? Also, when you chew so much, your body has you have worked a lot of time. When you've worked a lot of time, your brain can signal that I am full. So if you're supposed to have two parathas or two falkas, you'd probably have one and a half, later one and a quarter, maybe day after one. So that's what happens because your brain will say you're full. And I can tell you initially, yeah, in Indian rituals, we don't waste the food on a thali. So please serve yourself less food. Serve yourself less food on the plate. You can take again another tablespoon. Don't serve yourself like the same proportion that you serve because now when the chewing will start, your quantity will become lesser. It's very automatic. So please realize that let's just chew our food diligently. Let's just serve less on a plate. If we're hungry, we'll serve more. Let's not waste our food. And in case we have to waste, it's okay initially to waste because right now you're getting in the habit of chewing and eating lesser. So let's get alert with a moment about this. Great. And Monish is mentioning that he does it 30 times he's chewing. So if one of us can do it, why can't the others try as well? Thank you, Monish, for the inspiration. We will try today. All of us will try to follow you and chew 30 times. Yes, that means it has to be very mindful, but we all will be mindful about our foods because the meal is a very beautiful time to nourish our body. And if we can justify the right values, obviously that's the reason probably Monish is so fit. Firstly, he's going completely organic. He's growing organic stuff. That's his profession. Secondly, he's chewing so much. So just see how wonderful life unfolds. Let's read further.
As the digestion starts in your mouth, by the time your food reaches your stomach, it's
Mhm.
already processed by enzymes, and your stomach has no issues completing the assimilation digestion process. It also ensures you feel light, full for a longer period of time and do not experience flatulence or indigestion. You not only learn to savor your food, but your body also absorbs all its goodness. You tend to eat exactly the amount your body needs to maintain or arrive at a healthy weight. Imagine all the times you have gobbled down your food, you have had undigested chunks sitting in your stomach, which then has to produce more acid to digest these bigger chunks, giving rise to gas. Chances are that most of your food will get converted to fat because whatever food is not digested gets into gets converted into fat or a toxic waste. So enjoy that dessert, eat it slowly, enjoy it, and over the time, you will learn not to abuse it and eat it without guilt. The size of the human stomach is about the size of your fist closed. Though it can expand to hold more food, water, remember this next time you fill your plate.
So also, I don't know what it happens in your houses. When I was young, before I was married, Nani Ma Bauji, Gigi and I sat on a meal, and we could not talk for half hour. 7 o'clock was the dinner time until 7:30. It was like concentration on the food. We could not talk. We were told to concentrate on what we are eating. But as I got married and came in a family, dinner times became times when people had a conversation. So then that was the time when everyone was talking. But I realized it's not working with me. So what do I do now? 6:45, I have my dinner in isolation. When I have my dinner in isolation, there's absolutely no TV. I anyways don't see TV much. I even keep my phone in a separate room, not only in the room that I'm eating. So whether I'm eating in the dining room, living room, or my bedroom, I keep the phone away. Anybody calls, I will not reply. Don't look into my WhatsApp messages because what happens the minute somebody is talking to you, either on phone or in person, your concentration on your food becomes lesser. You will start talking, and in the process, you're supposed to have one bite, you probably would have had 3 bites, and your chewing has become lesser. So, if possible, gift yourselves the gift of fresh food when you're cooking it or your staff is cooking it. Try and have as hot and fresh as possible, and try to have a solo meal. So now it doesn't mean that I'll compromise my family time. When it's dinner time, I'm very much there, sitting on the dining table and serving them food. Probably, I go to the kitchen, get them the falka or the paratha, whatever's cooked. I serve them, I sit with them. It's just nice. It's family time for sure. But remember that try to gift yourself the chewing. So if you can chew while sitting with them on the table, fabulous. If you can't, change your lifestyle a bit. Next is acidity, extremely important a chapter. Let's read it, Alona.
Acidity. Most people have experienced acidity at some point, and some continue to experience it on a daily basis. If you want to enhance your health, build strong immunity, and lose weight without struggling, you must aim to cure chronic acidity. Acidity is also known as heartburn and usually makes you feel gassy and bloated. A highly acidic body is a breeding ground for disease and a huge obstacle to weight loss. Also, don't get used to pills to solve acidity. In the long run, this does more harm than good because dependency on any drug will have side effects.
So, very important for us to realize again that if you are acidic by nature, obviously there may be heartburn, you may be gassing up. How? You'll be farting, you'll be belching. You're a public nuisance also. People who belch and fart are not really liked, and how rude. This natural process, it's fine. But why is it happening? Reach the why is it happening? It's happening because you are not being alert about the food that you're eating. You're not being alert about chewing. And this indigestion is happening in your body because large chunks of food are left. If you saw Sobhajan's video, you saw that how she's showing how she's comparing your intestines as large pipes with corrugation, with rusting happening. Similarly, your body is having so much of food around, and they're breeding grounds for negative stuff, for all kinds of diseases. And that's what's going to happen. It's harming your body repeatedly. And now what's happening? You become so chronic in your situation that you can't do anything but use these medicines. So now please realize it's very important. That's the reason enema comes in role. What is enema? Just shoving a little pipe, a plastic pipe into your rectum. Your rectum is large enough for the stool to come out, right? So one little pipe, and you're directly putting the lukewarm water in your intestines. And now it's just getting come, it's just getting out. So once in a while, if you have acidity, please do yourself a favor, go the enema way. It's Indian Ayurveda form, it's nothing artificial, and it's very beneficial to people who have these problems. Gradually, your system will become clearer, and your skin will start glowing up. If you're breaking into pigmentation or if you have any kind of acne, they'll start going up. So please remember, it's very important to take care of our bodies. Next.
Lifestyle change is the only natural solution to acidity and heartburn. If you don't pay attention to this, it can lead to stomach ulcers, which is the last thing you want. Ulcers are painful and will require you to change your eating habits and a lifestyle completely. The stomach produces acid to digest food, and a normal sized meal takes 2 to 3 hours to digest. After, if you have more food in your stomach, it will naturally produce more acid. And once your stomach is empty, the acid will have nothing to work on and will eat into your stomach lining. This reaction causes acidity or pain below your breastbone above your stomach.
Has anyone felt the pain here on the right hand side at times? That's all because of this. So when I read this book 2 years, 3 years ago, I was like, my God, all this is happening in my body. That's because we are screwing up our bodies so big time. And you feel, why is it hurting here? Now it's acid talking to our bodies. So let's realize what are we doing to our bodies. And at this point, Alona, let's close a chapter in my bag that acidity was supposed to be done tomorrow. We've read until here. Now we'll read about this tomorrow because otherwise it'll become a very long day for us. So thank you for showcasing the book, Ritesh sir. We'll move on to mirror work. So it's very important to realize what's happening in our body. Bodies are beautifully designed, but unnecessarily, unknowingly, we are sometimes abusing it. So time to become alert, aware that our bodies are a beautiful gift. If any body part stops functioning, you're going to be dependent upon doctors, hospitals. And firstly, it's a mental trauma. Second, it's a financial trauma. Thirdly, you don't know what's going to happen to you. So Ripali, what's not clear to you? We're anyways going to read this chapter tomorrow. And if you want, we can share the PDF with you so they can read it in case you don't have the hard book. So please let me know. Otherwise, take a picture and send it to you. So let me know. So wow, we are on day 11, the day about feeling good, the day about releasing our anger. And let's read what is going to be unfolding. So it's all about, yeah, Monica, we don't have PDF per se, but we have scanned the book the way it's in front of you. So this can come to you. We can try and share this book with you. So that's not a problem. Shwetaram, please, you make a note as well. So will I. We'll share this PDF of this book. Great. So let's read this, please.
Feeling good, releasing your anger. Today, you address anger, how to process it and release it before it makes you sick, and how to allow space inside for more positive emotions. How does it feel to be talking to yourself every day and telling yourself that you are loved? Look in your mirror and take few moments to congratulate yourself. You have looked deep into your emotions and started to release the past. You are now learning to play a positive tape of affirmations in your mind. Celebrate the progress you have made so far. I celebrate you and your commitment to your mirror work.
So one thing I can tell you all, if you consider life as beautiful or a gift, try and call life as a celebration. Celebrate how much ever you can, how much ever, smallest little things, biggest little things, biggest things everyone celebrates. How about smaller stuff? So if you have made success about chewing your food well, wow, pat in the back, Prachi, you did very well. If you've done this 10 days exercise, pat in the back, wow, Monica, I've done so well. 10 days I finished my thing. So It's very important to applaud yourself. It's very important to celebrate yourself, because when you celebrate, happy hormones are secreted and life becomes like it's automatic. The first thought in the day, whatever you're attracting, the day unfolds exactly like that. So let's realize that, let's look into our emotional state of mind. Let's start releasing the past. Let's learn. Let's tell ourselves whatever is not required, whatever I've learned, I'm unlearning because it's not good for my growth. And then let's celebrate the progress we've made, whether in this magic book, or whether in this book, mirror work, or with Luke Cotino, or anything in our health and life. Okay, I'm on a right path. I've done so much. In fact, let's celebrate each one of you, because today, when it's the day of all of us joining in, you're here for a purpose, for a reason, and you're the committed souls. We don't want people who are not there with us. We just want people who are committed with us. So let's celebrate life, and let's celebrate each and every occasion in your families as well. Please read further.
While you were digging into your past and releasing your emotions, you may have discovered some angry feelings aimed at yourself or a particular event. So, today I'd like to help you work on forgiving and releasing any anger you might have so that you can feel good about yourself. Anger is an honest emotion, but when it is not expressed or processed outwardly, it will be processed inwardly in the body and usually develops into disease or dysfunction of some sort. We generally get angry about the same things over and over again. When we are angry, we feel we don't have a right to express it. So we swallow it, which can cause resentment, bitterness, or depression. So it's good to handle our anger and release it whenever it comes up. If you feel like expressing yourself physically, then get some pillows and start hitting them. Don't be afraid to let your anger take its natural course. You have already kept your feelings bottled up too long. There is no need to feel any guilt or shame about feeling angry. One of the best ways to deal with anger is to talk openly to the person you are angry with. When you feel like screaming at someone, then the anger has been building up for a long time. Often it is because you feel you cannot speak openly to the other person. So, the second best way to let our anger out is to talk to the person in the mirror. Ma'am, you are on mute.
Okay. So it's very important for us to realize that anger is very deep down. So if you have not spoken about it, it's going to keep mounting up. So from henceforth, for good relationships, some of you have joined here for good relationships. What do? Talk at the infancy level. If there's something I have done which has upset you, you're not happy with it, at least speak to me. For all you know, I have done something in ignorance, but you are thinking that she's purposely done it. So, for relationships to become smooth, it's very important for the conversation to happen. Start conversing, and if you're really angry and there's something which has happened which you can't let go of, it's okay. Start releasing your anger. You want to jump on the trampoline, go do that. You want to close the doors of your car and windows, you want to roll up, and then you want to shout, it's okay. You want to punch the pillow, it's okay. Find ways of how to release your bottled up anger. And usually, bottled up anger is released because of something which is physically uh, demanding of your energy, like playing probably a sport like maybe tennis or something which needs your energy. So please remember that do not keep your feelings bottled up. Firstly, it will hamper your journey, your inner journey. Secondly, it's going to have stress hormones in your body, which will lead to your weight also getting stuck. So, for a holistic growth for mind, body, and soul, you have to realize that you have to release your anger. You have to have happiness in your body. And let's invite happiness as we progress every single day in our bodies. Please read further.
Mirror work will help you get all your feelings out. One of my students had difficult time letting her anger out. Intellectually, she understood her feelings, yet she couldn't express them outwardly. When she allowed herself this expression through her mirror work, She was able to scream and call her mother and her alcoholic daughter all sorts of names. She felt a tremendous weight lift from her when she released her resentment. Later, when her daughter came to visit, the woman couldn't stop hugging her. All this was possible because she had released her repressed anger, making room for love. So many people tell me how much happier they are once they release anger toward another person. It is as though a huge burden has been lifted.
So for some people who can't hug, uh, there's a science behind it. There's a reason behind it that you have told yourself in your childhood that no, hugs are very artificial and I'm not a huggy person. Every person needs love. Every single person loves love. But when you're unable to give it or receive it, you have to see within yourself that what is it that's holding me back. Any father, if he's hugged by his child, it's a reason why he just smiles. You know, a father's back from his office or factory, or a mother, and the child hugs. There's an instant lift. And now, if you can't hug, it's because something is holding you back. So it's time to release, it's time to tell ourselves that whatever we faced in the childhood or the past, let go. It's all in the past. You can't help it. Let go. Let's move further. Shraddha, this book is not about your parents. This book is about you right now. It's about your journey. Please first work on yourself. What happens with all of us is we become so involved and we think we've reached the next level and we can help the others. Right now, it's self help. Let's work on ourselves for these 1 to 1 days. Once we're able to do it, once we are able to crack it, then we can help the others. I have a problem with keeping things to myself, cannot talk much or start a conversation, and hence cannot release the anger. Raviji's yes. So it's very important to talk to the man in the mirror because if you're not able to release, you're not able to start a conversation, start with yourself. Two, three things will happen. You'll become very confident because when you start talking to yourself, looking in the eye, you'll be having a surge of confidence, and automatically you will realize. And affirmations work very well here. So please start saying that I communicate effortlessly. A very simple affirmation, I communicate effortlessly, will lead you to just talking like Makhan Malai, and that's going to be really dramatic. So, Shelly, it's okay. That could also be teenage tantrum. She's like right on the pre-teens. So let's see what's this thing behind us. But yeah, we'll talk about her gradually. Even Radhika, even my daughters, they love being hugged, but they like make their faces, oh, they're squirming because they're growing up right now. So they just don't want all this, but ultimately they all like it. So if you hug them, even if they say no, see the expression chup chup ke ki what's happening on their faces. And then you realize that they're actually liking it. So try this exercise, ladies and men. Okay, let's move further.
Go within and know that there is an answer to your anger and that you will find it. It is very healing to meditate and visualize the rage flowing freely out of your body. Send love to the person who is the object of your anger and see your love dissolve whatever disharmony there is between you. Be willing to become harmonious. Perhaps the anger you feel is reminding that you are not communicating well with others. By recognizing this, you can correct it.
So, a very quick reminder to all of us, I know it's not easy. If somebody has really hurt you in the past, if someone has really hurt you, and you'll say, how can I send love to him? Even if I visualize him, there's so much of anger flowing in me. What do? I can't get him out of it. He's wronged me. I can't do this. But if you have to hold, if you have to become strong for yourself, you have to learn to let go. You cannot make changes now by going in the past. The past was in the past. But if we have to grow, if we have to become harmonious with ourselves, if we have to go to the next level, we have to release our love for the person who we hate. I know it's tough, but it's not impossible. Gradually practice everyday visualization. Love for him, love for him. 2 days you'll be feeling worse, 3 days you'll be feeling worse. Gradually it'll happen. And when that happens, you're ready for your body and your mind and your soul to grow. It's very important for this is actually soul work. You have to really, really, really work on yourself. And yes, Alifia is right. Gratitude is the biggest ingredient for all things worse. The more gratitude for life, the more gratitude you'll feel, the more relationships will heal. And not only relationships, your life will heal. And very important for all of us to working on our life. So she's saying very categorically, send love to the person who's the object of your anger and see your love dissolve whatever disharmony there is between you. Be willing to become harmonious. The point is, we're not ready. We don't want the harmony right now. We are saying, नहीं उसने इतना wrong किया, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. But the anger is reminding us that we're not communicating well with others, and that will do your it'll hamper your entire life. So let's recognize this, let's follow it, at least let's start, and let's go further. So today's affirmation, first affirmation for the day is, it is okay to have my feelings. So now what are you doing? You're accepting that you hate that person. So it's okay for me to have my feelings. Second, today I express how I'm feeling in positive ways. So start these affirmations. Louise Hay is a healer. She's worked with millions of people around the globe. So who are we? Just a handful, yeah? Let's believe in our science, let's believe in our learnings, and let's do it. Let's flip the page, Ritesh sir.
Your day 11 mirror work exercise. Find a place with a mirror where you will feel safe and you will not be disturbed. Look into your eyes in the mirror. If you are still uncomfortable doing this, then concentrate on your mouth or nose. Third, see yourself and or the person you believe has wronged you. Remember the moment when you became angry and let yourself feel the anger come through you. Begin to tell this person exactly what you are so angry about. Express all the anger you feel. Be specific. You could say something like, I am angry at you because fill in the reason. I am hurt because you fill in the reason. I am so afraid because you fill in the reason.
So, people who've had physical abuse, people who've had mental abuse, people who've had any kind of abuse, it's very important for us to express all the anger. I know we can't do it to the person, so let's do it in the front of the mirror. Or if you have the picture of the person, do it in front of the picture of the person. It's very important for you to strike this conversation. Let's read further.
You may need to do this exercise several times before you truly feel that you have gotten rid of all your anger. You may want to work on one anger issue or several. Do what feels right for you.
So, yes, it's very important that we have to realize if we have to heal, we have to do this repeatedly. एक बार नहीं, दो बार नहीं, तीन बार नहीं, probably पांच बार. We have to do it, we have to do it, and we will do it because ultimately we are healing ourselves. I know it's easier said than done, but it's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. So just do it. Just do it unconditionally. Alifia, you're a person in the making. Shilpa, you're a person in the making. Neha, you're a person in the making. All of us are. So it's okay. Don't judge ourselves and just do it. Just do it. And you'll feel so much more lighter. Let's read the power is within us. Oh, no, we have not read the fourth point. No, we've read the fourth. Okay, so the power is within us, our journal exercise. Let's see. Come on, let's read it.
Have you been angry for much of your life? Here are some questions you can journal about to help release this habitual angry feelings. Why am I choosing to be angry all the time? What am I doing to create situation after situation that angers me? Who am I still punishing? What am I giving out that attracts in others the need to irritate me? Now, ask yourself these questions and write down your answer. What do I want? What makes me happy? What can I do to make myself happy? Think about ways you can create a new space inside you to feel good about yourself. Think about ways you can create optimistic and cheerful patterns and beliefs.
So we've discussed about how to create this happy space inside us. There's so many things we've written down on what can lift us up. So now is the time to write every single thing that's coming our way. So what have you been angry about? And the answers, and think about ways that what can help me. Ultimately, who's the best guide? This empowerment series is all about us becoming our best friends. It's about our subconscious, which has all the knowledge, giving us the knowledge with the power of the teachings and the coachings of the people. So, if Louis Hayes told us this, please, please, please do this, because today, in my opinion, is one of the most important chapters which are ever unfolding. Once you do this, a lot of beautiful magic will come out your way. Please read further. So I think the next is okay, yeah, heart thought for the day 11.
Your heart thought for day 11. I deserve to feel good. Life is very simple. We create our experiences by our patterns of thought and feeling. What we believe about ourselves and about life becomes true for us. Thoughts are only words tongued together. They have no meaning whatsoever. It is we who give meaning to them. We give meaning to them by focusing on the negative messages over and over in our minds. What we do with our feelings is very important. Are we going to act them out? Will we punish others? Sadness, loneliness, guilt, anger, and fear are all normal emotions. But when these feelings take over and become predominant, life can be emotional battlefield. Through mirror work, self love, and positive affirmations, you can nourish yourself and relieve any of anxiety you may be feeling at the moment. Do you believe you deserve peace and serenity in your emotional life? Let's affirm. I release the pattern in my consciousness that is creating resistance to my good. I deserve to feel good.
So it's very important for us to realize that we are people in progress, that we have feelings, and that our feelings are very, very important. And we must feel the feelings and see where are we leading. It's our feelings and our thoughts that we are giving an entire shape to. So what shape are we giving? Are we punishing ourselves? Or are we letting our feelings become so predominant that we just don't allow, and it's always an emotional battlefield. So now what happens is this happens in life very, very normally, but we're supposed to fight over it, right? And sometimes you're not able to fight over it. It's okay. Don't judge yourself. It's fine. But what can happen with mirror work is you'll start loving yourself, understanding yourself, accepting yourself, and your positive affirmations will help you evolve. You'll nourish yourself and you'll be able to relieve any anxiety. This is something which should have come to me yesterday. So yesterday was a very tough day for me. My best friend, she lost her brother-in-law, a very young brother-in-law. The sister got married just 2 years ago, and he just had a silent cardiac arrest and kept sleeping, and he didn't wake up. And he was same age as my younger brother when I lost him 2 years ago, and the entire memory came flooding. And all I was doing the entire day was crying, and I'm a strong person, I'm an emotional person, and I could not suppress. So we were supposed to go dinner last night, and I told my husband, I'm not going for dinner. He's like, no, it'll do you good. Technically, I should have gone, but I preferred that I had swollen eyes. I was completely gone. I said, I just want to sleep it off. Sometimes it's important to give yourself that time. Just give yourself the healing time. Talk to the mirror. Release yourself. Self love. It's okay. You're going through something. It's fine. Nourish yourself. It's all right. So don't judge yourself is the biggest key. Give yourself love. Give yourself wishes for peace. And when you have emotions like this, automatically life will become easier. Also, when you see this, have an affirmation which is very important for the day. Number two affirmation. First is I deserve to feel good. Just second. Third is I release the patterns in my consciousness that is creating resistance to my good. I deserve to feel good. If we say these, if we release the patterns, if just create the resistance, release the resistance, what are we creating? We're creating love. We're creating the feeling of feeling good. And that's most important for our growth. Okay, I have a couple of hands raised. You ladies need something? Alona, your hand is raised. Okay. All right. So with this, we're coming to the end of this chapter. Day 11 meditation will follow. Anybody has any reflections? Okay, I'm going to read Dr. Preeti. When other person is shouting at us for reason and we choose to be calm, accepting a mistake and trying to understand and love person rather than shouting back, is this we suppress anger? No. You're becoming like a Buddha. You're learning that the person is coming out of frustration and you have found peace. So why should you hamper your peace by shouting back at him? It's not suppressing anger. It's called understanding. So again, very happy that you're doing this, Preeti. Very, very happy. Ritesh sir, let's flip the book to the heart thoughts for the day. Yeah, Nisha, you want to ask about journaling? Let's ask just when the book, when heart thoughts is over. I'll take a question and answers. Meanwhile, you can type also, and of course, we can have a conversation also. I'm happy that sessions have calmed you, Radhika, because such beautiful, intensive reading is happening, positive thoughts are happening, our homeworks are happening, assignments are the most important. Once we are doing all of this, there will be definitely a shift in ourselves. So the first month is about who we are, about finding ourselves. And then next month, the journey will unfold into something more beautiful. So here we are. Just look at the beauty and synchronicity of the entire chapters unfolding. I'm willing to change. Here we are. We just talked about this, and there we are. Gentle, firm insistence and consistency in what you choose to think will make the changes manifest quickly and easily. It's about what we are thinking. It's about how consistent we are, how disciplined we are, how gentle we are. Discipline is the biggest important thing. Consistency is a very important thing. So we had Nitya Shanti with us on a Sunday, and he said that if you have to do 2 push-ups a day, just do two for the next 1 month. Don't think one day three, one day five, then one day one. Have to consistently. You'll have reached much faster. You will have had some muscle build up. So very important to be consistent. So if your homework is not being done, do it the next day, but don't stop practicing it. Very important for the continuity to be there. And right now, in another 5 days, your core groups will be made. So then, anyways, you'll have an answerability happening very well. So Aluna, please read this. I'm willing to change.
I am willing to change. Clasp your hands together, which thumb is on the top. Now unclasp them and clasp them together again with the other thumb on top. How does that feel? Different? Maybe you have a reaction of wrong. Unclasp your hands again and clasp them the other way and the second way, then the first. How does it feel now? Not quite so wrong. It is the same way when you learn any new pattern, you need a little practice. You could do something the first time and say, no, that's wrong, and never do it again. And you could go back, right back to being comfortable if you are willing to practice a little bit. You will find that you can do the new thing when you have something as important at stake as you loving you. It is well worth a little practice.
So, anybody has any questions about this particular thing? Change is not very easy, but change is important. And now, when we're addressing ourselves and we're saying it's okay, we've wronged, it's fine. Let's just go for a different approach. Let's try something new. If we are willing to practice a little bit, we will find that the new thing is easier with us. And then your love will become easier, loving ourselves will become easier, we'll become more patient, and now we will get lesser angry at the other people. It's really beautiful, organic, the way we've been taught. So, okay, can you please explain third affirmation again if there is time? Of course, Shelly, there's time. Which affirmation are we talking about? In the mirror work? Please specify. Meanwhile, take the other answers. Ritesh sir, we're done with the chapter. I'll just see what Shelly is asking us. So thank you for showcasing. Third affirmation again if there's time. Which mirror work? Okay, let me see. So day 11, third affirmation. Okay. So we have the first, which we said about it is okay to have my feelings, all right. Then we had stuff like we can tell ourselves, I'm angry at you, the other person, right? That's not an affirmation, that's exercise. I deserve to feel good. And the third was I release the pattern in my consciousness. Is it this one? Yes. I release the pattern in my consciousness that is creating resistance to my good. I deserve to feel good, which means I have a pattern that I'm repeating again and again. And it's where is the pattern? The pattern is there in my consciousness. Because my consciousness has that memory. What whenever I do that, if I have to walk with A to C, that it's like A to C is like here. So if I do this A to C, second time I'm on A, automatically my subconscious will say, move to C. Now that's a pattern. That pattern is in your memory bank, in your consciousness. So what Louis Hay is making us do is telling us, I release the pattern in my consciousness that is creating resistance to my good. I deserve to feel good. So only if you want to release the pattern, something which you've been doing, which is not good for your growth, when you want to release and you say that out loud, that's when your journey begins. I hope, Shelly, you're a little clear. Please let me know if you want more explanation. So we have to release our old patterns. Even about food, some people eat so much that they purge. They have to mechanically purge because they eat overloading the stomach. So we have to release these patterns, right? Until we accept them and release them, we can't have a journey forward. So wonderful. Any questions for the day before we do our meditation? Went to marriage yesterday. It was really cold and caught up with cold and cough, congestion in the throat. The affirmation, my immune system is very strong. Absolutely, it's absolutely correct. You create your experiences by your thoughts and feelings. How beautiful. Yes, Ashima. Our life is about what we are creating. The best is we were told that life is tough, but the best news is that life is easy. It's easy peasy. You wake up in the morning, you create your life the way you want. The very first thought you wake up is Shukrana, thank you. And you just imagine the day to be unfolding. And bingo, it does happen. So I have Monish, that's fine. If you believe, absolutely fine. So one information I want to pass on to everyone, because mentally I got very thrown back after yesterday's loss. I'm not going to Ananda. Two of my friends are still continuing, but I am not going. So I'll be energizing your journals in my house on the terrace on the full moon because I'm not in a state of mind to be partying when another friend of mine has just lost her brother-in-law. So we are family, almost family, and I just can't relate to this loss because it's also personal loss to me. So I'm sorry for this, but I'll be anyways energizing them here. So I thought I should let you know. So wonderful. Any questions or should we do meditation? I have a question regarding meditation, sleeping while meditating, how to continue. Shalu, please raise your hand. Ritesh sir, can you please unmute her? It's nice for me to be speaking to her because today is 26th, all of us are comparatively free. Let's do one thing, Shalu. Let's finish the meditation and have the question answers for people who want to stay back. Let's not waste the time for others. Is that okay? Let's do that. That will be easier for all of us. People can leave then. So straighten your backs. Let's sit straight. Back straight. Eyes closed. Feet firmly placed on the ground or cross-legged. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Once more, let's take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Once more, last time for the day. Take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Today is a magical day. Today is wonderful. Today is a day of growth, of learning, of discovering ourselves, of empowering ourselves. A day worth celebrations. Today we realized that food has to be nourished, nourishment has to reach our bodies. Today we realize the importance of chewing. Today we will be conscious to chew our food. Be alert, be aware when we're eating. Today we will chew much more. It may mean the brain signals us that the meal is over, the stomach is full. It may mean eating a little lesser food. So at the onset, we will serve ourselves a little lesser. For we are finding spiritual food every day. We are learning, we are growing, evolving every day. Our mornings begin with some beautiful enlightenment, some new gift of knowledge, and we continue that throughout the day. Now we're learning to let go. Now we're learning to accept ourselves the way we are, whole and complete. Now we know we are perfect the way we are. Our hair, our weight, our complexion, everything is perfect. We are neither too short nor too tall. We are the way we were meant to be. We are neither too fat nor too thin. We are how we are because of ourselves. We have gathered a layer of protection around us because we were insecure. Now we've discovered the inner child. Now we love him or her. And now we're ready to embrace life. Let's hug ourselves a bit more every day. Let's give ourselves love. Love, a self hug is so important. Let's hug our family and friends. Let's hug our children. Let's hug our siblings. Let's not think that the person doesn't like them enough because now we know it's a world of feelings. If we are preconditioned, then that's what we'll get back. So let's know that a hug will be very healing for us and for the other person, and that it will be received well. Remember, whatever you give is what you get. You give them the feelings of being complete and whole, and that's what will come your way. So let's embark on this journey, this meaningful journey of reinventing ourselves, our mind, our body, and our soul. Let's learn the value of self love. Let's learn the value of letting go. To heal, you have to let go. We'll write to the person, we'll, we'll scold him, we'll just take our bharas out, but yes, we'll do it. If we have the person in our life, let's do it. If not, it's fine. Not everyone has to have a person like that. Whoever it is, let's heal ourselves. Let's realize that I am power. I am magic. That I create my life. That life is a celebration. Whatever I want will happen because ultimately it's my thoughts and emotions and feelings, and I give them beautifully. For I am strong, I am mighty, and I am a blessed child of the universe. With all our learnings in our brain, in our mind, in our heart, in our body, and in ourselves, let's thank the world around us for these life lessons. Let's thank Mother Earth for grounding us, for allowing us to grow in her every single morning, every single afternoon, every single evening, and every single night. We are growing, and she's allowing us to grow in her. Thank you for her magnanimity. Let's thank our life by looking in our life direction, eyes still closed, and knowing that we are blessed. Even if we had a worse situation, even if there was a mental abuse, a physical abuse, it was for a reason. The reason was for us to grow. Challenges come and they will not stop, but gradually we will learn to handle them well. We will learn to not judge ourselves. We will learn to grow just like water flows. We will keep flowing with life, and that's the beauty. Let's roll our heads above and look at the universe, hands open, abundance pose. Thank you, dear universe, for being there for me, for having my back, for loving me unconditionally, for giving me whatever I give to you, much, much more. Thank you, Cosmos, divinities, angels, and guardians, for being there with me. Let's bring our hands back at the heart level, rub them, and let's energize each body part, beginning with our beautiful eyes, then our brain, our scalp, our hair, our forehead, our cheekbones, our nose, our lips, our chin, our ears, our neck, our esophagus, our shoulders, our biceps, forearms, hands, fingers, nails, upper back, spinal cord, lower back, hips, lungs. Feel the heartbeat. Thank our liver, our stomach, our intestines large and small, excretory systems, sexual organs, legs front and back, upper and lower, knees, calves, ankles, feet. All the trillion cells in our body, circulatory system, the bones and the muscles. We are thankful for such a beautiful gift of health. Thank you, dear body. I love you. And yes, I'm not going to abuse you much more now. That's my promise to you. And with this, let's bring the hands back at the Namaste level, Namaste position. Feel the heat, the love, the warmth, the gratitude, the blessings, abundance, and open them unconditionally to your co seekers. Let all wishes come true. Let's what's best for us unfold, for we are the divine beings, and so it is. Lots of love and blessings to Shalu, to Ashima, to Kanchan, Nitika, Rajniji, Pratimaji, Mehek, Alona, Shweta, Anchal, Anika, Dipali, Kavita, Archana, Anju, Kainat, Puneet, Shelly, Sangeeta, Kiranmai, Amisha, Ruchita, Monica, Kashni, Harpreet, Pramila, Ayushi, Mudita, Shilpa, Gitika, Kavita, Poonam, Reema, Payal, Radhika, Raviji, Neha, Nisha, Kuldeepji, Priyal, Shraddha, Kirti, Nisha, Richa, Sudhamani, Pratimaji, Kainat, Gitika, Sushma, Meenakshi Sharma, and I miss someone, I think. I miss Sudha. Yes. So thank you everyone. For some of you, cameras are still closed. I really request you to open them up. Payal, thank you so much for being here this morning. To everyone, good to see you, Meenakshi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ritesh sir. Thank you for this wonderful morning once again. And once again, thank you, Ilona, for reading so beautifully for us. Akshay, good to see you in the morning. Lots of love and blessings. So, everyone, any questions? We're open for them now. The ones who wish to leave will leave very soon. The groups of 5 will be started today. We'll start making them today, and you can decide who will be the angel. I'll repeat. Angel is the person who is looking after the affirmations for all 5 of you. Guardian is a person who's looking after gratitude for all 5 of you. And you'll be each other's peer system. You'll be each other's go to people. And the more transparent you are with your learnings, the more great it will be. I'll once again say, don't guide the person, just flow with the person because we're all people in making. So we are learning something, just go with exactly how we are taught. We're too soon in the day for us to start guiding others, but yeah, be there for each other to be support system that, I am there for you. So lift ourselves up, and that's what is important. And I can tell you something, when you're there for somebody else, you get empowered and your journey will be much, much more. So thank you once again, everyone. Whoever wishes can leave the forum now. And you have a couple of questions, ladies. So please raise your hand. Shalu Agarwal has raised her hand. Can we please hear her, sir? Thank you. Shalu, are you on unmute?
Yeah.
Yes, please
Uh,
share.
my question is, when I do meditation early in the morning, like around 4 a.m., I usually go off to sleep. And I realize that
I can't hear you very well, Shalu. It's a little.
uh,
When you do the meditation in the morning, what
yeah.
happens?
So I things comes out, and then, while doing, I don't realize that I'm sleeping. But
Okay.
around 5:25, when the class is about to start, I just get up with a jerk, and then I realize that I've been sleeping all the night.
In that case, could I request you to sit down at 5 o'clock when you wake up? Sit with your back straight on the, your headboard, like, just take your back support. So when you're sitting and your hands are in the Gyan Mudra, very rarely you'll knock off to sleep. But when you are just waking up, it's very obvious that you may slumber back into sleep. And that is very important because it's manifestation. You're manifesting whatever you want.
So
So,
I'm getting up at 4 a.m. I'm taking the bath and sitting
okay,
by 4:30. But then I
okay.
gradually go off to sleep.
So it doesn't matter. It's all right. Accept it. It's fine. Start sitting up. Are you lying down in the bed while doing the
No,
meditation?
no, no. I'm sitting in a proper chair. But I
And
go off
then
to
you
sleep.
sleep off.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll change the meditation for you because maybe Luke's voice is like a lullaby for you. We'll change the meditation for you. Maybe he's become very comforting for you. So we'll try and change the meditation. At night, when
Okay.
you're meditating, Radhika, if you sleep, it's fine. It's at night is okay. But morning, I would really hope that you. And if people are not able to do it in the morning and the night, do it sometime in the day. Manifestation is important. If your timing is not falling correct, do sometime when you have, like when you're just completely comfortable. Yes, Rajniji, please leave. It's absolutely fine. Please bid her a good flight. I hope she has a great time. It's okay, Alifia, to be sleeping at night. It's absolutely fine. Okay. Any other questions? Tell me something. Shalu, anything else? Yeah.
No,
So we'll
thank you.
try and do in the day at least.
Yeah,
एक
yeah.
बार तो complete हो जाए, like whichever morning, night, day, whichever, at least once a complete meditation. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Mm, you've got a couple of your hands are raised. What is it that you want? Can you please unmute them? There are a few of them who've raised their hand, two of them, in fact. One is Shalu, you can blow down your hand. Nisha Shah, you want to say something? Your hand is raised. My morning meditation goes super. Very nice. At night, when I start Luke's meditation, my entire family of 4 sleeps off. That's fine, Kavita. Okay, great.
Ma'am, I just wanted to know, I do get
Yeah,
frustrated and angry when
yeah.
I ask my son, I like to neat and clean my room, and I ask him to put in a proper place because what happened when he doesn't get anything, his stuff, then he start like, Mama, I'm not getting, Mama, I'm not getting. So I do tell him that, that's why I ask you to keep the things on a proper place so you get the stuff when you require. So I don't know when I get angry or frustrated what should I do, and how can I put that in a general and remove that pattern?
Yes, beautiful point. We have a dream journal, affirmations journal, right?
Yes.
So can you start writing an affirmation for your son? What's his name?
Vansh.
Vansh. So what do you want Vansh to do?
Like keep this stuff in his proper place, so whenever he's required, he can get that stuff.
So what do you think will be a shorter version for this? What will you say this?
He keep the stuff on a proper place.
So Vansh is very organized in his room or in life. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Start writing this, and you're the mother. Your blessings will really count. Can you bless him also when he's sleeping or when he's about to sleep? That lots of love, lots of blessings. And can you tell yourself that 3 weeks from now, today is 26, count 3 weeks and say, I will not scold him.
Okay.
And can you tell him, can you share the same thing with Vansh and tell him, Vansh, I have decided, beta, that you are a grown-up boy, and I know you can get very organized, and I will not get angry with you because it's fine. I think you're responsible, but I just want to say something. If you don't find something, Baba, it's your responsibility, not Mama's. How old is he?
Is 18th?
18 years old. He's a young adult, right?
Yes.
So please tell him that you're a young adult. Just become an adult. And I don't think Mama will be here all the time when you go to college or wherever. I want you to get responsible. So I'm taking a back seat because now I know you'll be organized. Whatever you don't find, you will be finding on your own. But I will not get angry because if we're getting angry with them, we're sowing the wrong seeds in them. So let's, Nisha, become alert, make them responsible. When you shift the responsibility from yourself as a parent to the child, you're empowering them. But if you're saying, okay, तो मैं ये चाहिए, okay, I'm giving, ये चाहिए, ये. So you're hand holding them and making them always dependent. So learn to become independent and make people independent. That's what's called empowering. So affirmations 21 days and not scolding one 21 days and telling him that, the responsibility from me has gone on to you because now you're a young adult. College life is round the corner. I'm sure it'll be great. In 3 weeks, you'll be sharing that it's all sorted. Thank
Okay.
you for sharing and
Thank you.
asking.
Thank
Thank you,
you very
Nisha.
much, ma'am.
Anytime. So, ma'am, Preeti has a question. Did you mute me, Ritesh, sir? Okay, so yeah. Do you want to talk to me, Preeti? I don't know what's going on in your life. Which person are you not giving an answer to? Is it the boys that you're seeing? I'm not sure. Please tell me because I need to know what question you're asking me. Please get yourself unmuted. Shilpa says, I go into a trance and when I do meditation, I feel as if I'm in a different world, but after meditation, I do feel sleepy. I want to ask in the manifestation, is it possible to see things even when you consciously don't imagine? Yes, it's possible to see. But if you can put the actual picture to it, nothing like it. So if you need a beautiful bungalow, you can see it, that this is what I want it to be. The more closer you are to reality, the more manifestation power is there with you. So please try and do that. Okay. Ma'am. Okay. Sanjay sir is here with us today. So if we have MIS worries, anybody wishes to, you want to speak. Dr. Preeti wants to speak. She's raised her hand, Ritesh sir. Please unmute her. You can unmute. I can unmute Preeti. Okay.
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
Preeti. Please. Yes, please tell me.
Am I audible?
Very much.
Actually, I'm asking about that in general. When I listen to any person that goes frustrating on me and shouting on me for the different things, and I used to understand and choose to be calm. Sometimes that time my mom says that I can't. It's not my nature that I could speak to them or give give any answer like
It's okay. Talk
I,
to me in Hindi if you're comfortable. It's fine. We all know
uh,
Hindi. It's fine.
yes,
I
ma'am.
mean, if you, if, yeah.
I'm actually confusing that how to tell you.
Okay,
Actually,
Preeti, firstly, Preeti, we're here to heal ourselves. I know that there's some person in your life who's always getting angry at you and scolding you and just on top of his lungs. So you can tell me who the person is because we're going to work on each other for the next
yes, ma'am.
100 plus days, right? So please be clear who's this person, what is he doing in your life, and how you want us to help you. Once you're clear about it, it'll become easier for us.
Actually, she's my sister Prachi that always
Okay.
shouting me at all the levels. She's
Hmm.
younger for me, but she don't she angry sometimes, and I don't give her answer that I can understand that she is younger for by me, and she scolds me at sometimes. There is some reason, but when I don't give answer, that my mom says, why you should keep
So
calm all
Preeti,
the time for
Preeti,
you,
1 second.
and you
The
have to speak.
Okay, that's okay. So when Prachi speaks to you, is she right in whatever she's telling you, or is she wrong?
Yes,
Does she have a
yes,
does she have a reason?
yes, many times the reasons that that is good for me, but
Okay.
she starts speaking is shouting at me that
So can you please
why you
tell
don't.
her? Can you please tell her that Prachi, I can't understand your shouting skills. If you want to shout, don't talk to me. I'm not here to listen to you. Can you tell her openly? I
Yes,
can't accept your shouting all the time at me. Enough is enough. If you have to shout, don't speak to me. I don't like this kind of a culture. Just tell her once and for all. She
okay,
starts again shouting. Tell her again. Again, you're shouting. I just told you yesterday. What's wrong with you? Can you talk to me civilly? Talk to her.
yes,
Have a conversation with her. Rather than keeping quiet and listening to all her bullshit, whatever she is giving your way, talk to her. Just say, why are you doing this? Why are you always angry? Sort it out, right? The worst is, Preeti, we don't have a conversation with the other person and we are judging ourselves. This is happening, that's happening. Start having conversations. Even Louis Hay told us, right?
yes,
मम्मा
ma'am.
का बोलना is not important. आपका सोचना important है. What do you think? Are you thinking you're on the right path by not talking to Prachi or replying her or telling her, are you in the right path? No. Is it irking you?
Yes, many times I get in mind that मतलब मुझे लगता है कि ये मन में मेरे रह गया है कि नहीं मुझे बोलना चाहिए, लेकिन
तो
फिर
वो
मुझे
मन में
आता
रह
है
गया
कि
बहुत
यस,
मन में रह गया is not right. अपने मन को खाली करना है हमें और अगर आपको नहीं बोला जा रहा है आप जो रिफ्लेक्शन जर्नल है उसमें अपने भड़ास निकाल दीजिए लिखकर you have to empty yourself out. Don't keep
yes, ma'am,
resentment anger in your heart. They are bound to come up as some kind of a disease. You don't want a disease in the body, right?
right.
Please clear yourself out. Please clear yourself out. Talk to
And
her or him or whoever they are.
in general मॉम कहते हैं कि मैं कभी आंसर नहीं दे पाती कभी किसी को जो मुझ पर फ्रस्ट्रेट होता है या फिर कुछ और रीजन से, तो
So
मॉम बोलती है कि नहीं, तुम्हें सीखना चाहिए कि तुम्हें भी आंसर देना है, क्यों तुम किसी की बात सुन लेती हो ऐसे ही।
तो तुम मुझे बताओ अपने लिए एफर्मेशन क्या दोगी तुम क्या एफर्मेशन होनी चाहिए I communicate effortlessly.
यस,
Yeah, I clear my heart very easily. People understand me. I'm understanding.
यस मैम,
They are understanding. There's a free flow communication. कुछ भी जो भी तुम्हें ठीक लगे अपने लिए. It's all about communication. It's all about communication. So
ओके मैम,
just give yourself a positive affirmation, right?
आई कम्युनिकेट
Do it.
effortlessly.
And please tell, yes. And please tell Prachi, I can't handle this negativity. Learn to become okay with me. I can't handle your temper. If you want to talk to me, I'm not here. My ears are closed. Yeah. And
यस
I'm
मैम,
sure you'll have this breakthrough with her. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. Alifia says she had one affirmation that I express my feelings easily and freely. Exactly what we spoke, right? It's effortless communication. So please, whatever works for you. Okay, going through a marital life imbalance, I tried opening up with him, saying it all that I have felt, but his answers always take me back in wake, trying to get out of it, but can't. Anshul, can we talk right now? Can you put yourself on unmute or let me know? I
Yeah.
will do it. Yeah. Yes, Anshul,
Sure.
please.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning.
I have followed Power of Dreams with you and Magic Book now series. I've been learning, practicing it, slowly and gradually taking it within me, but uh, I still don't have answers. Or maybe after I heard the Vedanta session, um, what I'm learning is I'm trying to imbibe and making answers out of it. But still, situations are not very easy for me. Some days I felt it's some chakra block within me. I also um, took I don't remember the coach's name. I I messaged her asking what is she charging for the sessions, but I'm not very
Mukta
clear.
Rastogi charges $3,000 for one session.
Yes,
I've
she
been
told
I've been
me.
regular with me with her, not now, but yeah, till about a month ago. She has her fees. But I'll tell you something, Anchal, you don't need to go to a healer. You know the blockage, you felt it now, and just you have the affirmation. Just do that. Let's empower ourselves to heal ourselves. We don't need outside people always. Sometimes we do, but your thing is a communication with your husband, right? You both are not communicating. There's no nothing common.
Um, it is me who feels more bothered when we aren't communicating. It is me who feels more bothered. It's me who feels more of the pain. Maybe he might be feeling it, but he's absolutely normal with his lifestyle and with the things. But I'm not able to accept it. I'm not able to accept that wig. So maybe that's bothering me more.
Could it be that your mind is over processing and over imagining? Could it be? I'm
Uh,
trying to ask you openly. If he's normal, which means he's normal, you think it's your mind over processing, you think? Or you think there's a genuine problem?
there's a genuine problem. Yes.
If there's a genuine problem, let's address it. Firstly, let's start with affirmations. Look, we are in this journey of a long time, right? We have 4 months to go. We just finished 2 weeks, right? So in these 4 months, we have 3.5 months left. The first 1 month is about ourselves. So
Yes.
right now, we will concentrating on the affirmations. For 3 weeks, do your affirmations. And meanwhile, we'll start working on the relationship with him. How does it sound? First, I am centered, I am balanced, because that's very important for you to become that. Feel that and do that for yourself. Secondly, just say my relationship is getting magical day by day. I've healed a couple very beautifully. Only the woman was with me and not her husband. And they both called me and that, our love is back after 15 years of being married. Thank you so much. It's very simple. I did nothing except for just guide them in the right channel. I did nothing. Have you
Ma'am,
asked
you
the universe
always
for
say,
answers, Anchal? Have you asked the
you are,
universe for answers?
yes, the day it was my 10th wedding anniversary, and while I was traveling to office,
It's okay. Get emotional. It's fine. It's good for tears to flow out. It's very good to do that. If you have a little less love in the marriage and you want to have love, it's good to crave love. It's good, bacha. It's fine. It's okay. Dekho, the worst has come for a reason because you're going to heal now. You're in a path of healing. You're accepting that this is the thing and I want to work on it. How do we work on it? Very simply with affirmations, with positive state of mind. We make a happy list that this makes us happy. We do that.
I've
And
made it.
after 2-3 weeks, we'll talk to him. Tab tak we'll give him blessings, love, and we'll talk to us in affirmations. We'll do mirror work very strongly. Okay? We need to build up self-confidence also. Because when we have lack of love, the confidence also takes a sixer. When you're very loved, you're protected, then it becomes different. You have a son as well, right? You have a child, right?
Yes, he's
Hug
6.
him. That's the best therapy. Just hug him. Just hug him tight. Just say, Mama wants a lot of love. And automatically you'll see that you'll be growing as a person. I promise you, the journey will become very beautiful ahead. We'll work on this. We are in this together. Okay? Lots of love. Anything, let me know. Now that you people are with me, let's just talk to each other once in a while. Yeah? Let me know. The journey is there, it's progressive. We have a long way ahead of us. Just start small. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, Anjuji is saying you have taken the step to heal yourself and make a difference in your life. Yeah, so all of us are taking these small little steps, very small. Whatever problems we have, whatever challenges we have, we start with affirmations firstly. And then step by step, we nail the bud. So, yeah, I saw a couple of women becoming emotional when you were talking. People relate to you, Achal. Even Archana was a little upset. So it's okay. All of us are people in progress. So let's not judge ourselves. Archana, you want to share something? I can see you're very emotional right now. You want to share something? Can I unmute you? Can you unmute yourself? I've asked you to unmute yourself. Ritesh sir, can I unmute Archana Singh? Yes, Archana, please share. It's okay to get
Hello, ma'am.
emotional. Yes, please. Good morning. Hello. I saw you got very
Ma'am,
emotional with Anchal. Are you also having a marriage issue?
yes.
Okay. Okay. So what
Ma'am,
do you
actually,
start
my
doing?
husband has cheated me.
Okay. Is he cheating on you even now? और पहले कर रहे थे?
मैम, पहले किया था, बट नाउ जब से मैं ये मैजिक को ये सारी जर्नी में आई है, I'm writing affirmations and have a trust that now he is not doing something. But after some days, 10 to 15 days, अचानक से मतलब कुछ मुझे ऐसा फील होने लग जाता है कि शायद कोई इशू है.
Sweetheart, that's insecurity talking. And he is not doing affirmation नहीं लिखते हम क्या लिखते हैं? He's faithful and loving towards me. We don't say not doing cheating or not cheating. We don't write that. Negative को
No,
हम
ma'am,
हटा देते हैं.
I'm writing this affirmation that my husband loves me and he is loyal to me. Is
Good.
it okay?
That's a very good affirmation. Yes. Perfect affirmation. How many days have you written it?
I'm writing
Continuously.
Ma'am, for 18 days. Now it is 18 days. I'm writing it
21
21
times?
times for 21 days.
Very good. Very good.
Yes.
So let's,
Yes.
in 3 days, let's talk to each other again. Let's address this issue. But tell yourself that I'm very positive towards a marriage. That's another affirmation start writing. Because
Ma'am,
आपकी insecurity.
yes, I am
Hmm.
positive.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. That's what मतलब सारी चीजों में वो बहुत अच्छे है. मेरी बेटी है 6 साल की. मैंने एक बार ये किया अभी कि नहीं अब नहीं हो पाएगा मेरे से. एक्चुअली 4-5 बार हो चुका दैट आई ट्रस्टेड हिम, बट अगेन सेम थिंग हुई है. तो अभी थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो रहा है, बट स्टिल आई एम ट्राइंग फॉर फेथ ऑन मी एंड गॉड. और मेरी बच्ची है बहुत प्यारी, उसके लिए मैं सब कुछ.
So, Archana, have you had a conversation with your husband that why does this happen again and again? Can we work on the
Yes, ma'am.
relationship? You've spoken to him?
Ma'am, last time yes, ma'am. Last time near about 1 year ago ये हुआ था. तब 1 साल हो गया है. तब से तो ऐसा कुछ मेरे सामने आया नहीं है. और उन्होंने मुझे
आएगा भी
लास्ट
नहीं.
टाइम ये बोला भी है कि
आएगा भी
नहीं.
नहीं.
Yes.
आप ये faith रखें कि जो हो गया सो हो गया. Now life is beautiful. Let's not attract some stupid stuff in our life. We don't want to attract it, right? हो जाती गलतियां, ह्यूमन बींग्स है, हो गए.
मैम, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग इवन समथिंग दिमाग में आता भी है तो मैं उस चीज को बिल्कुल, जब से खासकर आपके सेशन में अटेंड कर रही हूँ, मैं उस चीज को
जी.
बिल्कुल एकदम किसी भी अपनी बच्ची के साथ खेल के या अपना दिमाग वहां लगा के मैं उसे लेट इट को जाने देती हूँ. बिल्कुल दिमाग में नहीं लाती हूँ. बट कभी ऐसा होता है तो फिर
नहीं होगा. अर्चना, हम क्यों अट्रैक्ट करें? गलती हो जाती है. इट्स ह्यूमन टू हो गई. आई नो बड़ी गलती थी, बोलना इजी है. इट्स ओके, लेट्स मूव ऑन, राइट? बिकॉज हमको मूव ऑन करना पड़ेगा ना. वी हैव टू मूव ऑन for ourselves. Forget the child, forget the husband. For our peace of mind, we have to move on. We want that happiness. We deserve the happiness, right? Because we are magnificent people.
Yes, ma'am.
We deserve all the best in the world that we ever wished for. So let's create it. We are the creators.
Yes, ma'am.
हम क्यों नेगेटिविटी क्रिएट करें कहीं से भी, अननोइंगली भी? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Be strong. Work on the affirmation that I am secured in my marriage. I'm loved and secured in my marriage. Write this for yourself. Okay? He's loyal, he's loving, great. But write that for yourself. Give yourself some power. Lots of love, and we should work on this together. Don't you worry.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay? And thank you for sharing. It's very important for all of us to share because it's just nicer to grow as a sangha together. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for your love, Dr. Kiran. Thank you so much. Okay. I don't have a relationship with my husband, but had been affirming that we have a beautiful relationship and things are magically better. Thank you, Shilpa, for sharing. It's very important that we write affirmations, we believe in them, and then we see the magic unfold. So thank you for sharing. Things become better with a conversation, with affirmations, with belief, and with power. So whatever battles we have in our life, they will become better. Raviji, are you working on your affirmations?
I'm trying to do it.
Trying नहीं है रवि जी. I am doing it. करना है तो करना है. अब कोई
Right.
हमारे पास option नहीं है. We are here with this together for these 4 months. We have to make a difference to our bodies and ourselves. We can't have an alternate. Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay. Can you please tell more about journaling? What is the right way to do it, and whether OneNote is okay?
OneNote is also fine, but it's always nice to use the sensory skills and write it. So your journals will come to you after the full moon. We'll have 3. एक तो हमको blessings लिखनी है हर सुबह. So mirror work over होते ही magic book साथ में शुरू कर देंगे with the other comprehensive reading. So first thing we start in the morning is counting our blessings for the last last day, 10 things to be grateful for. So that puts us in an attitude of gratitude. सुबह सुबह हम thank you करते हैं. So we get lots of opportunities to say thank you. That's our one journaling, blessing journal. एक हमारी dream journal है affirmations है. जैसे मैंने आपको homework दिया था affirmations का, वो आपके affirmations होंगी. वहां आप अपने सपने भी लिखेंगे detail में. Whatever you want in life. That's your second. Third is your takeaways. You're with me in the session, some point of power that you think, okay, this is something I want to learn and I want to write, you'll write that away. So there are 3 types of journaling. 1 while the session, 1 to count your blessings in the morning, 1 to, write your dreams and your affirmations. 3 journals. Yeah.
Thank you.
Please do your, I want you to get out of that thing, really. And आप हो जाएंगे, surely हो जाएंगे.
Very difficult. In fact, today morning also, I woke up and I was trying to manifest, and suddenly it came, and 2 more things came which were negative. So I just woke up I was surprised and I woke up.
So just tell yourself, I have a very positive mental frame. You wake up with positivity and tell yourself, the first thought when you wake up, I'm blessed with a very grateful day. It's going to be a magical day. Lots of positivity is what I feel. So work on yourself. I know what you've gone through as a trauma, but we can fight it out. It just happened. No, Raviji, we can't go back and alter it, right? You saw it, it happened. So we have to work on it. And we are the only people who can work on ourselves. Nobody else can come and help us. So we are people in progress. Let's work on ourselves. Sab ho jayega. For sure ho jayega. But please aap likhiye 21 times. Please, please, Raviji. I know you're more of a OneNote person, but if possible, please write. Please.
I will.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great. So fabulous. Okay, no more questions. Shall we log off for the day? Ladies, any questions? Should we log off? Prachiji, you're sweet and cute. Thank you. So are all of you. An affirmation journal, is it important to write dreams and details every day 21 times? No. Just once we write our details and let the books come to you, Preeti. Let the books come. We'll energize them and start there. Abhi to hum just affirmations kahin par bhi likh lete hain, okay? So abhi don't jump to the gun. Let the books come to you. Okay, somebody's raised their hand. What is it, ladies? Kirti Nimai, you want to say something? Reena Singhania, you want to say something? Okay, let me ask you to unmute yourself. Where are you? Reena, okay. Haan ji, Reena, बताएं.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Ma'am,
morning.
actually, good ma'am. Ma'am, my husband has given my brother, something around 35 lakhs. He was in need of money, and my husband has given. And I trust my brother to no limits. He's
Right.
never going to do anything wrong, 101%. But he is into his business, and because of this lockdown and things are not working well. But my
Okay.
husband requires his money back because he has his commitments. He has to return the money to someone else. So,
Okay.
ma'am, I just need a very strong affirmation that my brother has returned the
So
money to my
tell
husband.
me, Irina, what's your husband's name? What's your brother's name? And how do you want to write it? You will write. I will just correct it. Tell me.
My husband's name is Rupesh.
Okay.
Rupesh. And my
Yeah.
brother's name is Rahul.
Okay.
Rahul. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
so
ab
Rahul
बताएं.
has Rahul has repaid all the money he has taken from my husband.
Yeah. Okay. And add little emotion to it that your husband has paid back further. When you're thinking about it, when you're writing the affirmation, think about it. See your husband paying it back to the people that he has to pay. Rahul has paid every single iota back to Rupesh, and I'm so thankful for the relationship, and everyone's going easy, and we have abundance. So feel it,
Oh,
invite it.
oh,
Yeah, great. Okay,
oh,
Kirti,
thank
you
you
have a
so much.
doubt? Thank you so much. Okay, great. Kirti, you have a doubt? I've asked you to unmute yourself. No, that's Kiran. Okay, where's Kirti then?
Yes, yes. Good
Yes,
morning,
darling.
Prachi.
Good morning. Tell me.
So I'm little worried with my special kid whom I have with me.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, I mean, lot of pressure. I take it on to my elder one. I mean, my daughter is fine
Hmm.
because my son is special kid.
Special.
I have
Yeah,
yeah, I have more expectations on my daughter. So whenever I
that's
have
wrong.
that,
That's
I
wrong.
know very
Firstly,
much.
let's.
I know very much, but I'm very much in control these days. But anything, any instructions, any expectations, I have more from my elder one. So probably as I am going through pressure, she is also going through pressure.
You're a pressure cooker right now. You are full of pressure and you're passing on to your little daughter. What's her fault if her brother is special? It's
No,
something
no,
God
not
has
that.
planned.
I mean,
No,
no,
wait a
nothing
minute,
like that.
Kirti. Kirti, wait. You are expecting something from your child in life. That's the very human parenting syndrome. Our dreams, whichever are unfulfilled, we want our children to fulfill them. Firstly, I want to tell you that we are in this journey not to expect something from our children. They are their souls, they've come for a purpose. Secondly, you're only the mother. You're only the mother who's meant to love and Kirti, don't judge yourself by crying so much. I know it's emotional. It's not your fault as a mother. It's okay to feel bad that your son is special. It's okay. And it's okay to expect from your daughter, fine. But it's not okay. The poor child has a journey, Is it a fault that her mother expects so much? Is it a fault that her brother is special? No, she deserves a normal childhood. And even if I have two daughters, I can't compare. We have three daughters. My father always compared the three of us unknowingly. But is that right? Is that right? Every child, every soul comes for a reason. How can I compare my children? I can't and I shouldn't. It's okay, whatever you've done right now, it's fine. But now you will not do it. Tell your daughter, I love you the way you are. I'm sorry, bacha, whatever I've done in the past, if I've expected something, can you please tell me what has mama gone wrong? I can work on myself. Have this conversation with your child. Believe me, no matter how young or old they are, when the parent asks them exactly, looking at themselves in the eyes and just say, I have all this time in the world for you. Work on your relationship with her. Just say, where have I gone wrong? What can we work on this? Please let me help be a better parent. The kind of magical stuff that will come out of her mouth will be unbelievable. Even till date, Muskan Tavish know their mother has their back fully all the time. Yet I ask them, have I faltered somewhere? Can you please guide me? Why not? Bacche bade hain, yaar, 13 and 18. Even if you have a 6 and 7 and 18-year-old child, it's fine. In their little buddhi of 6 years, they will tell you what they want. Your son is special. We can't expect much from him. What we can give him is a lot of love, right? What about your daughter? We have to treat her with respect and not expect so much. let's not expect so much. She should not grow up and say, my mom always expected so much from me. I had a special brother. I did not have a normal childhood. No, let it be a normal childhood. She deserves it. And you deserve to tell yourself that I have two beautiful children. God has given you a gift because you're the tough one, you're a strong one. So He's giving you that son as a gift because you can handle it. It's okay. There's a reason why you got him. Be thankful. Don't tell the क्यों दे दिया मुझे? Why this problem? Why have you given? Why everyone has a normal child? I have a tough child. Why? No, no, no. Just accept. We should accept whatever comes our way. The day I tell you something, the day I had cancer, obviously, I mean, I had Nitya Shanti guiding me, healing me. I was alone in my journey. Nobody knew except Ruchika and Nitya. Nobody knew, right? Three of us knew. When I was healing, what did I tell myself? Later, second time was just a few years ago. I said, it's not cancer because I was getting fatigue syndrome this year, beginning 2020. Fatigue syndrome is happening because my mind is saying, what if cancer comes back? I already had the threat in 2016. Again, this threat was coming. My mind was inviting the cancer. So what I tell myself, it's not cancer. It's celebrate and now count each realm. I give a new full form to cancer. So if you accept whatever is wrong in your body, in your life, automatically the doors open for a new beginning. I promise you, life will be beautiful. Just have this conversation with your child. Yeah? Can you do that for me, please? Just say, I'm sorry, Bacha, I've expected so much from you, but I want you to guide me. What is it that you want? And what should I do as a mother? And do exactly what she wants. Become the mama that she wants, the mama that she wants to hug, have an unconditional love with not expecting so much for her brother. Yeah? Don't scar her.
Actually, it forms a vicious cycle. When my spouse takes it on me, I generally explain it to my daughter because I can't have that communication. So she understands a lot and she knows that I'm going through a lot. And she
How old is
supports
she?
me a lot. She's 12.
Yeah, no. You're making her into a young adult, like in a very young age. It's okay to be adultish at 12, but just have a conversation. Firstly, understand from her. Right now, you're saying she understands. What about you understanding from her perspective? You will heal very fast once you accept that you've done whatever you've done. And once you take healing from her, ask her. And we'll again connect if required on a one-to-one. Okay? Yeah? Please do this today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Viri. After being with you, Prachi, I've tried taking special care of the childhood of my child. Very nice. I'm so happy. It's very important for us to grow up as good parents. Be very proud of yourselves that we are all handling such challenging situation in our lives so amazingly with immense power and strength. So great. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone. I think Ritesh sir also has to log off. We haven't been able to see the MIS. Sanjay sir had come for it. So if there are any issues, please email to us or let anyone know. This was a lot of emotional download which everyone gave. So unfortunately, we could not entertain Ritesh. Sanjay sir. But if there's still any problem anyone has, Sanjay sir is still logged on. So anything best is to just message us. Okay. We'll try and sort it out. Sanjay sir, thank you for coming on this holiday early in the morning on Republic Day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the assignments you're doing for us. Really, really, really grateful. And thank you, Ritesh sir, for being the backbone in the morning sessions. I'm truly grateful. Thank you, Shweta ma'am. I don't think you're here. You probably have gone for school. So thank you for your presence. Thank you, everyone, once and for all. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Lots of love, lots of light, lots of abundance.